Hello, good morning, everyone. Welcome to our UNICA webinar today. We will talk about taking your marketing efforts to the next level and how you can do all the marketing activities and automate it with UNICA. I am Gökçe. I have been in more than 10 years in this industry and working as a technical sales director in ERETEAM. Me and my colleague Gülşah will be doing the presentation and demonstration together. Hope you will enjoy this. And anytime if you have any questions, please write in the QA session. And Gülşah, leave it to you.
Hi. I'm Gülşah. First of all, I would like to introduce myself to you. I work as an EMM team leader at ERETEAM. For 10 years, I took part in digital transformation and digital formation project in many different fields such as banking, telecom, insurance, health, retail and automobile sectors. In this project, I specialized in campaign design, system design, analytical modeling, customer journey, and marketing management. Today, we will talk about the features of the UNICA product and the benefits it will bring to you. We will be together for about 1 hour during the presentation. I will briefly talk about the ERETEAM and then give a general information about UNICA and its components. Then Gökçe will talk about UNICA models and their features in the detail. Afterwards, we will have a general demo showing important details. We are planning an event that proceeds with highly interactive and mutual questions. We will be happy to answer your questions. ERETEAM is a leading IT and consulting services organization in Turkey, providing big data analytics and business optimization solutions in banking, insurance, retail, telco, pharma, and public sectors. Our vision was to embed a data-driven decision-making culture in institutions. The adoption of digital transformation and a data analytics culture can be a long journey. ERETEAM Analytics, with a leadership team having multidisciplinary global tracking record and an army of data experts, is set up to help organization achieve these goals step by step. ERETEAM is a one-stop shop for all corporate data analytics needs. We always challenge our team to find most innovative ways and disruptive technologies to solve business problems of our customers. We are working with best-in-class software organization to help our clients with not only providing software tools, but also proven industry best practice, delivering technical implementation, official training, and post-production support. Large organizations are trusting ERETEAM in very large deployments of BI, big data, planning and forecasting, campaign management, customer engagement projects. Customers know that we always find a smarter solution to their business issue. Our mission is assisting the organization for increasing their revenue, recording cost, mitigating risk, increasing productivity, and improving customer management. ERETEAM help to mid-sized to large organizations in Turkey, USA, Europe, Kazakhstan, and Russia. Corporate campaign management and customer experience analytics are one of the most important solution issue for us. Besides, within the institution, when we say data and analytics in whole process from collection data to analyzing it, we offer data management, business intelligence, data visualization, advanced analytics, and artificial intelligence technologies, corporate campaign management, and marketing solution for many of our customers. what is important for us to release the project, to provide technical support and outsourcing to our customers after the project, and to provide training at the end of the project. From the very beginning of this journey, we offer strategy and roadmap services where we perform all needs analysis. In this way, we complete our company mission by providing the digital transformation of organizations with analytics. Using our consulting capabilities, we have invested heavily in the research and deployment and innovation. We have been in an effort to produce our own technology and products for 3 years. For 19 years. The most important issue here is to develop these technologies with our consultancy capabilities by understanding the needs of our customers and to offer them not only in our country, but also in the international markets. In the past 19 years, we gained experience in many different sectors, primarily banking and finance. Although we only implement technology projects here, we actually have a great sectoral expertise with what the knowledge gained from our suppliers in this project and what we learned from our customers and their needs. Banking, retail, telecommunication, insurance, travel and logistics, pharma, healthcare, and life science solutions are among the industry. And we are actually implementing our projects with them. In Turkey, the United States, Europe, and country around the Turkey, we complete a project leader and expert team. We have got the opportunity to work with customers with the industry. But globally and in the new generation of the traditional world, actually quite large technology providers, as well as small areas of technology providers, we realized the Turkey partnership. But globally and in the new generation of the traditional world, and actually quite large technology providers, as well as small areas of the technology providers, we realized the Turkey partnership. Our expertise in the campaign management was on the UNICA module. UNICA integrated marketing platform product. Main modules: campaign, interact, optimize, plan, deliver, journey, and leak. UNICA is located on your premise or possibility of the use of native cloud options. Marketing resource management powered by UNICA Plan. UNICA Plan tools make a marketing resource management like a budget, calculate and planning, or campaign and offer planning for the in year or monthly. Then after UNICA campaign module, precision, customer targeting powered by UNICA optimize powered by contact strategy optimization, real-time personalization powered by UNICA interact, and goal-based marketing powered by UNICA journey, digital messaging powered by UNICA delivery module, and third-party integrations powered by UNICA Link, deep viral insight, centralized offer management, real-time insight, deployment monitoring, open and cloud native platform. Now is the time for my colleague Gökçe. She will continue explaining about UNICA module details and with demo.
Thank you, Gülşah. So we have seen the overview of our platform. Let's go into one by one into details of each and every single module we have. So when we are talking about planning, the first stage, when we are talking about like our campaign life cycle, the first thing that we do is plan. Either I know that you're struggling with a lot of like meetings, a lot of emails or something, but the first stage is always plan. And in planning, we are doing like the operations management, the financial management, the asset management, the campaign planning, and offer lifecycle management. And in here, we define like our marketing plans, programs, projects, and requests. So it can be like our annual company program with like different programs within it, like acquisition, loyalty, or so on. And there can be many projects, and we can allow this to be like by a request, and after the approval, then the campaigns can become alive actually. And you can manage your resources, who will be doing what in those marketing projects actually, the tasks, approval, and the basic workflow of the stages of your campaign lifecycle. You can manage your budgets, invoices, and allocations, and you can see the actually according to your budget what is your ROI, and you can see the campaign performance, and you can also compare this against the budget and the actuals also. So you can also do a collaboration on any creatives with the assets, any digital assets you have, the collaterals, everything actually. You can do also collaboration on those too, which assets will be used in those campaigns. And you can plan your campaign, the offers and audiences, and the related rules with that also in here. And please feel free to ask any questions in the QA. We will be really glad to answer all of your questions. And just in any time in between, please write your questions and we will be answering them. So that was planned, like the first stage in marketing lifecycle. And we are basically planning everything in order to make our targets, make our goals in place actually. So let's go to the campaign. When we are talking about campaign, we are talking about precision and customer targeting at scale. So in campaign, we are doing like building customer segments with control and precision. And the main thing about UNICA is everything is reusable. So when we are talking about segmentation, you do them once and then you can use integrated or seamless integrated platform with every single thing. Either you can use them in batch or mobile, batch or real time. It's all up to you. And you can share these customer segments and lists across like every channel that you have, every touch point that you have. You can access customer data from multiple sources and multiple different databases, data sources, and so on. You can personalize offers at a scale, and you can close the loop with integrated offer contact and response tracking. And this is like one of the critical, and I think one of the strongest points of UNICA as well. So everything is stored in one centralized contact and response offer mechanism. And in here, and let's go on to more details about campaign. Then the next thing that comes into your mind, of course, is optimized. Okay, so this is when we are talking about like contact optimization for offers and channels. So in here you can do like customer optimization, budget optimization, offer optimization, time frame optimization, goal optimization, and channel capacity optimization. So these all are applicable using optimize actually, and this is where you can use them in campaign also. So either this is basically to ensure that contact fatigue and customer preferences are honored. So you don't want to like get in touch with the same customer several times with like no responses, or you don't want offers assigned to the same user with different parameters. You want the best offer to assign to the customer according to their response and according to their target, according to your targets too. So you need to avoid offer collision and redundancy across campaigns, and optimize marketing budget across campaigns, customers, and offers. And you can identify and target contact channels by capacity, and you can score offers based on your business goals, KPIs, and then assign them accordingly.
Optimization is one of our key components, one of our points. You can optimize contact mapping, all channels and all offers.
So we have talked about like campaign, optimize, and let's look into real-time personalization in milliseconds. So real-time personalization in milliseconds. When we are talking about interact. So this is leading edge personalization that we are talking about. And you also have like intuitive A/B testing, omni-channel coverage, intelligent offer arbitration, and insightful reporting and analysis all combined together in real time. So when we are talking about real-time personalization, we are also talking about like personalization, the next best engagement or next best offer based on the profile, context, and behaviors. And plug into any channel you have in real time. So you can have like website, email, IVR, kiosk, point of sale, anything, and ATM and etc. And you have the option to do A/B testing to optimize the next best offer or next best engagement selection. You have also inbuilt cognitive learning for offer recommendation, and it aligns your outbound and inbound personalization through segment, offer, contact, and response sharing. So these are, as I mentioned, that this is seamlessly integrated platform, and this is all centralized. So all your segments, all your offers, all your contact and response sharing are centralized.
And is we are talking about like real time and batch like this, but the main points is like this is all integrated platform. The everything visible are you are using like your strategic segment offers and everything across all the channels real time and the batch.
And let's move on to, so we have looked into our like campaign, optimize and interact with the real-time personalization. Now we talk about marketing. Okay. So when we are talking about goal-based marketing, we always have goals. Like when we are trying to, even like we are doing like hundreds and hundreds of campaigns, they have their own goals actually. So UNICA journey comes into mind. So after you plan your campaigns, plan your marketing program actually, then you do build all these like batch and real-time strategies, your campaigns according to them. And then you do the orchestration. So the third step is doing the orchestration. And in here, when we are talking about this is like goal-driven experiences for all the customers across all touch points. And you have the orchestration canvas, and you are always on engagement. So their journeys are like up for 24/7. And you have the real-time insights for this. So which customers are doing what actually in that time. And you have the choice of channels and touch points. You have the option to go for multiple data sources and with flexible data formats. So UNICA journey allows you to define and adjust goal-driven customer experiences in real time. And you are visualizing, creating, executing, and measuring personalized omnichannel customer experiences across the stages in your journey. And you cover all channels of customer engagement from one place and bring your send customer interaction data to any touch point from one UI actually, and you observe all the details related to that. And we will show you more about this. Feel free to ask any questions again in the QA session. Thank you. So the next thing that we are talking about is reliable and scalable digital messaging, and what we call is UNICA Deliver. So in this part, we are talking about scaling all the messaging for digital channels, landing page support, flexible communication and automation. Again, intuitive A/B testing, insightful reporting, and analytics. And in Deliver, you can send and track personalized communications on email and SMS, and push is coming also. A/B testing for effective email design and message content. So you design your emails, content, landing pages, content, and everything in UNICA Deliver. And lights out productivity tools to automate complex experiences, and integrated again, like everything is simply integrated with an UNICA contact and response tracking driven by channel events. So after this, like we have done the planning, we have done our batch and real-time campaigns, and then we have orchestrated them. We have sent the related messaging through the delivery. And what about the integrations? Okay. So when we are talking about integrations, we are talking about Link. So this is like fast and flexible integration framework. This is low code, point and click marketer functions. And it has an open API driven framework, personal based features and service assurance and choice of connectors already like embedded from the first stage, even when you first install like UNICA. But you can also do more. You can enhance more with your own custom platforms, custom third-party integrations to anywhere that you want. So we have here with the link give you an option to point and click data mapping between source and target points. You have standard and simplified tooling for rapid integration. So it is like basically dragging and dropping, and you are doing the integrations to any channel or anywhere that you want to integrate using your campaign platform. And supports for authentication, throttling, and retry strategies. And you have like already in place connectors for leading email, SMS, and CRM vendors.
And with Link, what you will get like this one touch point to manage, maintain all your integration with all your channels.
And this is also 24/7. Like they're always up 24/7 too.
Yes.
So next thing that we can talk about is Discover. So Discover is, I seriously hear all the time, and the cool thing about it now, it is also like UNICA gives you this flexibility. So it gives you like deep behavioral insights on what your customers are doing actually on your digital channels. So you have the option to session, search, and replay, and you have the option to see the ones that are struggling. You can detect them and resolve them actually. There's like already pre-made reporting analysis for these ones to customers. What are they doing on your digital channels? You have to, you are seeing the usability of the insights and optimization in like certain areas in your web. For example, if you're experiencing any problems, that's why they are struggling with, you can target those customers based on the insights that you get here. You customer behavior analysis, again, can use them as an information in many things. And you have the campaign tracking and revenue attribution here also, and deep visibility into user experience across all your digital channels. So besides all these, we also have some additional components which allows the seamlessly integrated marketing platform. One of the key components is centralized offer management. So all offers are centralized in any module, in anywhere that you are using, they are centralized. And you have like really point and click offer content integration. You can have templates, you can create offers from your templates or without no template at all. And you can have in-flight offer changes, flexible offer templates, and change any one of these like in the future anytime you want. And as you can see here on the view as well, you can add like any image content too. Another thing is director. So this is basically the operations magic interface. So in here you can observe deployment monitoring. And this is like your command and control center, infrastructure health, and you can flowchart monitoring, campaign migration. So you see the ones that are like up and running, the ones who have maybe failed or passed and run today, the ones like they take longer than it was used to be, and you observe all those details. And the other thing is real-time insights. So this is out of the box native reporting, native BI that you can consider embedded in the marketing platform. So you have like hundreds and hundreds of already like pre-made strategic and tactical marketing reports and insights in the UNICA platform. And if these are not up to your needs, you can always customize them, create new ones. and you can consider insights like already like BI in place in UNICA. Okay.
Yes.
Again, for questions, please write into QA. We'll be really glad to answer them. So now, after all this talk, let's show you the product. Okay. Let me open our UNICA platform. So this is our UNICA marketing platform, and when you first enter, this is of course customizable like a first page and so on, but generally we have a dashboard where you get to see all these parts and already pre-made content that are ready for you that you can keep track, and you can look into analytics based on your content that you have here. So as we mentioned, first step is planning. So everything starts with a plan. So in our case, let's say company, we are about our plan. So this is our annual marketing plan. And you can have like many programs under it. So you can have like loyalty programs, acquisition programs, onboarding programs, retention programs, and so on. For now, we have the loyalty program for certain key actually products that we have within our company. So we have like mortgage, investment, and retirement, and so on. So for now, I'm just going to talk about like our mortgage actually, our mortgage projects. So there, like when we're talking about like auto mortgage for the home buyers, we have like pre-approval, and then after they become customer areas. So you're thinking about, and you do all the like your campaign planning, like who should be your target audiences, which offers you will be allowed to show them. You can present like the budget, and you can enter the budget of these like line of items here, and you can then in the future compare it against the actuals also. And one of the most important thing here is you get to design your workflow. So when we are talking about workflow, everything like here, like when we are talking about any marketing activities, they are actually projects. So you can define any tasks, any stages that is like in according to your company, which stages you are following in order to make like a campaign or like any marketing goal alive. And for example, in here, you get to see that like budget planning, audience planning, journey planning, creative development, campaign development, making it production, and then looking into response analysis. These are some examples that you can see. But in here, as you can also see that you get to see their statuses. Either they are like falling behind, delayed, either they are completed, their completion rate, their actual start and end date, the forecasted and actual durations. You can also check who are the responsible parties for these, and you can add some notes in here. And this is basically where you control like a project plan, all the activities are related parties, and then you can do the like approvals and so on here. You can also do like creative briefs. So even like you are generally doing right now, like with Words and Excel files, you can embed those here. So this is basically a creative overview of the project that we are going to do, and the budget is here. So this is basically a description of this project actually, and the project objectives, guidelines, and so on. Anything you want to give like a reference here, and they can be stored here. So you can allocate also budgets. So you can see your budgets, your total cost. You can have versions of it. You can add like many line items if you want, and so on. So after we plan all of these, after we assign all of these, and after we assign the campaign planning too, so with like some people will actually here enter their request, like which target audience that we are talking about, which offer we should be offering. and then it goes up to the implementation, and it is that. So by clicking here, we go to the campaign, and we get to see the related campaigns according to the selection that we are making in the project. So we are talking about now home buyers, and we are trying to find out the home buyers that are able to get actually the home buyer product as an offer, and we will try to find the related customers at the end by using campaign. So this is the campaign interface. So in here you get to choose, like, you can connect multiple data sources, as I mentioned. So each of these can be different data sources, and these are the process types that we are actually dragging and dropping in order to our needs. We make this flow actually. So in here, let's say we have the target audiences, and we are removing the bad debtors from this target lists, and we have a combined audience list altogether. It's up to you whether you want to exclude or include the ones in the second data too. So these can be totally two different data sets, and you see that when UNICA runs, it shows you the related parties, the related customers within that actually process. And after we find the audience, then we group them according to their eligibility to retirement, savvy investors, and home buyers. So this is where Optimize gets into picture. So one person may be eligible to both a mortgage and also maybe saving investment products as well. So we need to find out actually, according to their scores, according to their acceptance, and according to optimization logic that we have done, we need to assign one offer to the related customer. So this is where Optimize, you use Optimize by just dragging and dropping here. And you see other things that we have for the link, for the deliver, and they are all integrated in here. So after we do this, so we get the only ones that are actually eligible for home buyers. And with that, you can, after you find this, you can send them any like messaging you want from here. But for this time, we are gonna push them into Journey and handle the orchestration and communication in Journey, okay? But it's up to you whether you wanna, you can do all the like the messaging, the batch, like all the outbound messaging here, or in this scenario, you can pass this target list to Journeys and then orchestrate the everything from there as well. So in this scenario, we are finding the mortgage customers, the candidates, and then moving them to home buyer's journey for further communication.
Yes, actually, we have a schedule process inside. By setting up a schedule here, it is possible to work on the desired day and time. You can set a schedule for the entire flow, or you can design a schedule for just a sorting point in the flow afterwards. This is a very good process sometimes.
Mm-hmm. And we are using it a lot, of course, in here.
Yes.
So we have talked about like planning, our planning steps, our workflow, where you organize everything. We have talked about the related campaigns according to that, according to the planning that we have given with the approvals already in place. And now let's talk about real-time personalization. So for that, again, our bank has its interactive channels. So this is, again, our bank's real-time personalization strategies. Talking about our like real-time personalization, real-time strategy, we are talking about like smart segments and offers, and also like their eligibility. Either we are going to do like A/B testing or not, and where we are going to show those actually. So the segments, as you can see that when we click on the add or modify rules here, so we have segments, zones, and offers, and these are centralized. So the segments, like you can use them in batch or real time. Offers, again, same thing. So you just assign to which segment, so the eligible customers, let's say, and it can be many, which place I'm going to show my offers. So even in web, like, is it the homepage? Is it like a special place that you dedicate? Let's say something you have like a customer special place where you can show the campaigns, or where. So you define the zones according to that. You assign the offers. And with the scores, either you can do like a marketer score, like write this by hand. You can use like learning score, or if you have your own models, you can use their proposed score as well. And one other thing, remember I told about like intuitive A/B testing. So A/B testing is, you can see these two have A/B testing here. So either you can like have one offer and then change the attributes of that offer according to A/B testing, or you can use two different offers for A/B testing to see which one will be more successful. But in this case, in this one, I have one offer and only the offer attributes are different. As you can see that with the campaign, we have two different options with the mortgage campaign actually. So either should be like, there's a creative asset discussion in our team actually, and we are not sure which one will be best, either this one or this one. So we are making an A/B testing based on these like offer attribute actually. And you assign a certain date for this to be actually applied on, and then you see the response rates, and according to that you choose which one you should go with. Or you can again choose like different offers this time and then see which one responds better to. So you have different options. And besides these, so these are the ones that are like entering our website, and because we found they're eligible for the mortgages, we are presenting the offers. And there are also other things that we are listening to actually. So one customer, so what if like the ones that are actually showing an interest? So we can listen to events or event patterns that the customers are doing actually on our digital channel too. So we want to find out the interested parties like this. So if one like visits the mortgage page, use the mortgage calculator and watch home buyer videos, they are interested in mortgage product, right? So we can either by events or event patterns, we can say that these are the customers that are interested in, the ones that who have actually made these events. So after this, like if by any event or event pattern, so in this scenario, we are looking for the ones who have made at least two of these, they will be interested in home buyer. And for those ones, we can send triggered messages. So triggered messages can be like any, from the inbound, you can send an outbound message, either using like email, SMS, or in this scenario, because we want to orchestrate everything, every touch point and everything, every communication related to this, like our goal, which is like selling more mortgages. And so this time we are passing them into actually journey. So we are gonna send this interested parties into our home buyer journey. Okay. Please ask any questions you have on the Q&A.
Yes.
So,
and with an interact from the simulator area, you can see which real-time offers are coming to a customer, or how the offers are distributed all overall customers. For all offers and customers, you can see the distribution of partial or all offers. This area.
So after you made everything alive, you can also test them here, like based on one customer, or like you can have a coverage scenario, like you're looking at like a segment of customers and see what offers they are getting before you make them alive. So we have talked about the planning, and I have shown you what we can do in planning briefly. And we have talked about like batch campaign. We have talked about real-time personalization. We have talked about sending all related parties for journey for orchestration actually. And let's look into the orchestration part right now. So we have found every target audience that is related for the home buyer, actually for the mortgages, and then we will see how we orchestrate them in the journeys based on our goals actually. So for that, let's look into the journey right now. So when you come here, you see that we have different options here. So when a journey is published, they are like up for 24/7. And there can be some draft ones that you are maybe working on, or you are not sure whether you make them live or not. And they are the ones that were active but maybe paused, and they are the ones completed. So completion, I will come to that. And also they're like, when we are talking about journeys, we are also talking about entry sources and also data definitions when it comes to them. So entry sources can be anything, like from any data, or it can be coming from, as I have shown you, from campaign or interact. So let's look into, for now, our home buyer journey. So let's zoom out a bit and make this way. So after we found every relevant party for this journey, actually, we are pushing them for orchestration and trying to make them our actual mortgage customers. So when you come here in journey, you have different touch points. Okay, so this is can be as many as you want, and these integrations are all handled with the link actually, or deliver, and with the SMS email. It's all up to you, but it can be your custom touch points, custom integrations to your third-party systems, any system that you want in for orchestration in here. So in this case, I have email, SMS, and Salesforce connections, and have like journey controls. You want to make a decision like based on anything related with data. So after like sending like, I don't know, approval, for example, for the mortgage, you want to check there maybe scores like credit score, for example. And you can decide on the engagement that they are making. So this is like basically the responses on that channel. And you can combine multiple steps in the journey together. You can add delay steps if you want to wait for some time or wait for something to happen. And in any time in the flow, you can publish that related audiences to other, like, I don't know, databases, files to be used in campaign later on, and so on. So when we are talking about this home buyer journey, we have the entry sources. And in here, you can see that we have entry from branch, web, and potential home buyers, which is coming from the actually real-time triggered messaging, and then IVR, and then mortgage application feed. So we can have many entry sources into this journey for orchestration. And the ones who are eligible and who are entering this journey are sent out a webinar invitation. Okay. So the ones we are like, our company is doing a mortgage, like a home buyer webinar, and it will like enhance our communication and relationship with the customer more. So the ones who are targeted, who are eligible for this, are sent an invitation. Now we are checking, as with the engagement, whether the invitation email is opened or not. So this is customizable according to your touch points, but like whether if it is bounced, opened, link clicked, you can choose any one of the options, and these will be customized according to your data connection. Or you can choose the wait for like 30 minutes. In this case, we are waiting for 30 minutes if whether this email is opened or not, or you can wait until some date too. So based on the 30 minutes after this email is sent, we are checking whether if it's opened or not. So if it is not opened, then we are again sending a invitation reminder with like different maybe context, with different template, and sending another email. Again, if this email is not opened, we are sending a reminder SMS, and afterwards still not, then it ends. But if they are opened, the first one or the second one, and you see that we can combine the parts in the journey here. So if the email is opened like this, we are checking there is a link, registration link in the email also. If there is no registration, like the link is not clicked, like this here, and we are giving them 4 days for the registration, for making them the registration actually. If not, we are again with a different context sending a reminder for registration and then ending it. If they click the registration, then we are waiting for our home buyer webinar event. We know which date we are going to do the webinar. It was this date, so we are waiting until that time to webinar to finish. And then the ones who attended it, we are sending home brochures. Okay. And afterwards, pre-approval link, waiting for a week for them. You can either wait for a certain duration, days, hours, minutes, or we can wait until a date. And then we are waiting them to fill that actually pre-approval form and link. We are checking whether they have clicked it or not. If not, we are sending them to Salesforce. Maybe our call center gonna call them, or we can also notice the branch employees and so on. If they arrive at the branch, we can ask about this. And if they clicked it, we are waiting for 3 days to check if the pre-approval completion application is completed. And if not, we are sending a message saying that we are here for you, and then pushing them into CRM, like our Salesforce system, to again get in contact with them either through call center, branch, or any platform that we are using. But if they complete the pre-approval, then we are making a decision whether they are like pre-qualified for mortgage. So in this case, we can check our like data for our approval team, whether they have approved the mortgage or not. We can check the credit score or not. Anything related with data, you can make a decision. So if they are not pre-qualified, we are gonna say a closure email and thank you for like interest in like your mortgages and so on, but this and that, you are not unfortunately qualified for the mortgage. But if they are qualified for the mortgage, then we are gonna say congratulations on your pre-approval, and then afterwards send these ones onto mortgage nurture journey actually. So they have it now, and then it's another different journey. So one journey can be another journey's entry source as well. So please ask any questions. So this is how we handle different communications, different touch points all together, how we do the orchestration based on our goals. And when we are talking about goals, you can add like your, I don't know, for any stage, for anything, you can set a goal and set a target, either percentages or number of customers, and you get to define if this target is achieved, you want the journey to be completed, or still, even after you like target is achieved, you want journey to still run and orchestrate things like this. So this is goal-based marketing, and what we are talking about like orchestration on orchestrating everything here. And after you finish these, and after your journeys are published, let me show you an example. Maybe I'm writing it wrong. So we have an example here. As I mentioned to you that journeys are always 24/7 up and alive, and after you publish any journey, you get to see like the from entry, so in how many customers enter for each stage, how many were actually on that line, and you can observe this 24/7. Generally, what we do is like bring this page always up and running in the background while we are doing other things, and we observe the flow of the customers according to our goals. And then by seeing this, if there are like any adjustments needed in the logic or the orchestration behind it, we can of course change them anytime we want. And again, you can see the goals, how many percentages they are achieved or not, and you can check all these results live and 24/7. Last thing talk about is analytics. So when we're talking about analytics, as I mentioned, that we have like hundreds and hundreds of already pre-made reports for you, and you can see that you can check across for any month. And here, let's look into, for example, plan analytics, and I'm gonna just check into the overdue milestone report for now. And this is for the plan part, and let me choose a date. So in here you see that we have 2 projects that are actually late, and we can see the statuses, and if you click you can go into details of it, and you see which actually subtasks are. So in here we are talking about it. We have done the budget planning, audience planning in time, journey planning, but for the creative development, because I think we are working with third parties and agencies and so on, it took like really slow. And the campaign development, wait for it, and so the production and response analysis were like falling behind because of it. So you can check these details. So these are like some of the things that I'm just showing you. There are like hundreds of reports here that are already pre-made for you, and you can customize any of these. Please, if you have any more questions, you can use the Q&A. We will be happy to answer you.
Yes, and the reports here, you can customize it according to your and other needs.
Everything is centralized, and everything is like keep track of. So you have like, this is like an integrated, seamlessly integrated marketing platform. So everything is stored like in one centralized contact and response history. Every action that you are making is actually centralized as well. So you get to also have the analytics based on that included here by default out of the box. And if you have more questions, please, you can write